Hello, my name is Kerry and I have done my work placement in Barrettstown. In Barrettstown there's 20 staff members and there is 8 support staff. And this camp is just basically, it's for kids with terminal illnesses, and kids from like all over the world come down. In this particular camp, for the autumn camp, it is only a weekend long, so it would be like Friday to Sunday. But these kids would come down and they would just experience so many different things of just shows that we put on and games we play, and they're put into groups of kids with their own age who possibly have the same illness. So they would get on really well and they don't feel singled out because they know that they're not alone, they're not the only ones. The founder of Barrettstown is Paul Newman. I'm sure a few people have heard of him being an actor in lots of movies. Barrettstown itself, it's just outside Nice. It's been open with 25 years and still going strong. To take any live action videos or photos of myself in work, but my duties every day did just involve, before the families came along, I would have to go up to the cottages where they would be staying and give them tea, coffee, sugar, milk, make sure their beds are made, make sure the place is clean, they have toys to play with, they've briquettes to light the fire, basic needs like that. Then I would go down and I'd actually greet the volunteers coming in for that weekend and just kind of send them off to where they're going to be staying as well, and they would have a little note called a warm and fuzzy, which is just basically welcoming them to camp, and we'd give them a piece of chocolate just for them to feel welcome. And then the returner volunteers would come later than the newer volunteers, because the newer volunteers need training. So once we have all the volunteers in, then the families would come down. And once the families are in, then we'd just kind of tell them where to go as well. We'd drop their luggage up to the cottages for them. Then we'd go down usually for dinner straight after, and we'd just all sit around for dinner together and just get to know each other. There'd be a group of us all together with the families. There's usually 2 families to a cottage, so there's a big group of us at the table. And then that night we'd just go down and all the activity leaders would put on a show with skits and things like that, so they'd get a great laugh from the first night. And then after that, like, there's a group 6 chill, which is basically teenagers all get to chill out together and all the adults get to chill together. But if there's smaller children, they'd stay up in the cottage and we'd go up and basically like just mind them until their parents are back and play games with them and all. And that was the end of a typical day. I would highly recommend this place to anyone who has any interest in working with kids. Like, if you think working with kids is for you, this place is absolutely magical. Like, it just changes how you see the world completely, because you realise, like, these kids are sick and you realise you're in full health, and you don't realise how great you have it until you see other families struggling, but it still all works out great in the end because you're there to support them, and it's just amazing. Like, I feel like this is my dream job, and I hope someone else finds it as theirs too.